Gary, looking ahead to this weekend's game against Fleetwood, I'd imagine you're looking for your players to give you a reaction from last weekend?
Yeah, we've had a good discussion on Tuesday. We reviewed Lincoln, certain aspects of our game we can be much better. The players have reacted well. Tuesday training was a little bit feisty, which I quite like. There was still a disappointment. There was some angry players, which I like to see on the training pitch. Yesterday, that anger had gone, and there was a real energy and positivity about the place. And then today and tomorrow, we'll prepare for Fleetwood and give the details of how we're going to win the game. So there's always going to be ups and downs in a season. It's about how you react to them, and hopefully we see a big reaction on Saturday.
What do you pin that down to last weekend? Do you think it was it the changes perhaps not clicking as you'd like? Do you think it was something that Lincoln did in particular? What would you put that defeat down to?
I think we were just a little bit flat. I think, if anything, I think we possibly could have made more changes. Having spoke to some players, they felt a little bit tired after the run of games we'd been on. I thought the players that came in actually did quite well in the game. So it wasn't, I think, down to changes. I think it's just down to, at times you have, games where the team is a little bit flat, and I think we have to make sure that everyone is prepared, everyone is ready to contribute when they're called upon, and at times we might have to make more changes if we play, that amount of games in a short space of time.
You mentioned perhaps some players had fatigue there. How important was it then this week, without that midweek game, to make sure that all the players were fully recovered?
Yeah, I think it's good. We managed to give them Sunday, Monday off, which is great in terms of the time to recover. And then we've had our normal 4-day build-up that we like. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the training can be tapered towards the game so that the players have energy, but it allows us a lot of time on the grass to put things right and to physically get the players in an optimum condition for Saturday. So hopefully everyone's ready and we can see a big difference in performance levels on Saturday.
What do you make of Fleetwood since Charlie Adam came in? They've certainly seemed to have turned a corner, picked up a couple of good wins as well.
Yeah, I think performance-wise they've been a lot better. Tactically they've changed quite a lot, to be honest, in possession, out of possession, how they're going about winning games. So I've seen a big difference in them, and we have to be ready for a difficult game. We lost at their place earlier in the season, and it was one of the low moments where we were really poor on the day, so we have to make sure we put that right, but we also have to be prepared for tactically a different team than we faced on that day as well.
Do you use that defeat up there, or is that just completely, that happened months ago?
Yeah, it happened months ago. I think we're a different team, we're a different squad at this moment in time, so I don't think that will have any relevance. They obviously beat us, so we know that they are a good team, a capable team with some quality players, so we have to be ready for another difficult game.
Charlie Adams, someone you know well, I understand as well.
Yeah, played with him for the national team many times, played against him when he played for the wrong side of Glasgow. So yeah, we've had some times where we came up against each other, which was always good in the Old Firm, and had some good moments in a Scotland shirt as well. So it'll be good to see him, Maurice Ross and Ross Wallace, who are on his staff as well. I've played with and against them as well, so it'll be good to see them after the game.
Are you hinting that there'll perhaps be a touch of the Old Firm on the sidelines?
Well, Ross was a Celtic man, so he'll hopefully kind of keep it calm on the sidelines. But yeah, there's a bit of Old Firm rivalry there as well. Yeah,
he can play mediator. How is the squads looking? We've spoken before about squads back up to full fitness, and you've got decisions to make.
Yeah, everyone's training. Training's been really good this week. There's been a good energy about it. There's competition for places. So it's important everyone is prepared and ready to play, and we have difficult decisions as a staff to pick the team, pick the bench, and we have to make sure that we get that right.
Is Millie far away?
Millie's been training well. What I don't want to do with Millie is rush him too quickly. I think he's came in to a different club. He's moved a long way from home. He was obviously injured when he came in the building. He's jumped up a couple of leagues, so I think we have to be patient on when we introduce him to the team, when he gets minutes. But he's training well. He's starting to understand how we want to play, the role that we want him to play, and I'm sure he will, when he does get introduced to the supporters and they see him, they'll be really excited by him because he's an exciting player. But what we don't want to do is rush him too quickly and set him back on his start as an Exeter City player, because he's going to be a big player for us in the short term, but definitely in the long term as well.
Something I know you're keen to emphasise is the home support. I think we all know that the home results haven't been quite as we'd like this season, but how much of an important part will the supporters play in these last 5-6 home games we've got?
Yeah, massive. Look, I think we would all admit that the home form hasn't been good enough, and we're really disappointed with that. What we can do is finish the season really strongly and give them something to shout about. Like I said about Millie, like make them excited, show them some attacking football that can get them off their seat and get the big bank bouncing. So what we've done in the past this season we can't change. All we can affect is the games to come, and hopefully we get big numbers in terms of the crowd, we get a big voice, and hopefully we can give them some big performances to enjoy come the end of the season.